Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a beautiful 52-degree, sunny at the moment, Saturday. It is February the 11th, in case you're watching this at some time and you're wondering what date it was. We're going to go for a ride on the awesome 2017 BMW R1200 GS Adventure. Now, you didn't think I was going to go on an adventure and not drive by the cedar mill. Oh man, is it smelling good too. Wow, they are busy today. Orders must be coming in. Must be piling in for these boys. Wow. You see that guy? He was coming into my lane. What a retard. Scary. We're going to run down here to Little Salmon Creek and see what kind of mess this thing's in. Oh, it's dropped a bunch. Amazing what a couple of days of dry weather will do. It's still pretty high, considering. I got to be careful. I've got a new location for my mics here that may or may not be safe for not losing mic connection. I'm gonna change all that up here pretty soon, but for the time being, that's where she's at. Man, that snow, the last snow we had, and then all this rain has softened the ground. The snow itself knocked a bunch of trees down. You can see it looks like a war zone out here. All the trees that have fallen. And all you hear is chainsaws going everywhere. Because when they fall across the road, it's free game. And everybody with conventional fireplaces out here chopping that thing up. As you see that Ford ahead of me, it's full of firewood. But all I've been hearing all morning long is chainsaws a-buzzing. Oh man, that guy must be a farmer or something. He's got full-on tractor diesel in that truck. Is he letting me by? Look at that guy. You're just freaking awesome. That's exactly what he was doing. What a heck of a nice feller. See them people still living out in that little pull trailer out in the woods there. It's so wonderful. Just can't get over how fantastic these things are. These things have some crazy torque and power. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. I love it when you just roll on and something just stands up on you like that. Fuel injection and everything, even though it's fly-by-wire, it gives you full access to everything. Man, that could be sketchy. I still have those Michelin Anarchy 3s on here, which, I mean, they work in the dirt, but they're only considered to be like a 20% dirt. I don't think any slippery mud should be in my very near future. Oh, dadgummit, there's somebody standing down here. Wow, I can't believe how low the river is. I was expecting that sucker to be sky high down there. Let's roll around. We'll go down the other little road there. Haven't taken you guys out to this thing in quite some time. Look, all the blackberries are down. That's nice. She's high. She's just not way up there like it probably was a day or two ago. We were under all kinds of crazy flood warnings. Mud, they don't work at all. That's twice now. When I was just rolling thing around on that steep ramp there at Rife Lake, the butt just started sliding, and she just like had no traction just then when I hit the brakes. But brakes, you know, when you lock a wheel up, they collect. So even a knobby stops working if you stop the wheel from turning. You know what I mean? You guys are dirt riding. Yeah, that was almost a put down. Traction, that would be none. It literally like riding on ice. If you I don't know if you guys noticed that, but that was pure zero traction just then. I don't know how I didn't put that sucker down. Wow, that was scary. That was a crash that accidentally didn't happen. Nuts. Let's go see what's happening on old Meekler Road. See signs of more trees. See where that tree fell across the road. That snow was really heavy. It was kind of wet snow to start with. It was bowing trees over and doing all kinds of craziness. And anyway, a lot of trees got knocked down. So, you know, the ground's all saturated. And then what comes along? A crazy windstorm. And what trees didn't fall, then fell. If I turn this big thing around down here, this could be interesting as all kinds of heck. Oh, and that looks silty, and yeah, that's silty mud. With these Anakis, I'm not trying that. Sorry for being a wimp, but that's just how it goes. This is not my motorcycle. I don't want to be explaining why I did something stupid and fell over with it. Yeah, that's just silty mud right there. Come on, you big old behemoth. I see somebody up here fishing or something. Whoa. Probably should put it in enduro mode. And then dynamic with the traction control turned off. She spools up pretty easy like that. It's not that beautiful green water that you guys are used to seeing. Man. It's amazing how fast that'll change and just turn that beautiful, beautiful see-through green. Man, there's so many things I want to try, but these tires are so bad. I had no idea they were that slippery in this wet, mushy stuff. They're horribly slippery. So, that makes me a little spooked to goof off and have fun. So, I guess I better get a set of tires for this thing, because I am not going to be stuck to road only. I won't be stuck to road only. I'll just take my street glide and iron around if I'm just going to be doing the normal clunking around. Hey, you guys want to goof around? The truck stop's all but empty. Ooh, do I smell a cattle truck somewhere? Where is that thing at? Like really, oh geez, I was going right past it. But there's hardly anybody here today. But man, you get some strange looks. I don't, maybe you got places these people go and motorcycles come through and like raid their stuff or something. I have no idea. I'm just purely speculating. But man, you get some crazy looks when it's busy and you drive through here. Look at the sign says exit that way, and I'm like going completely the opposite direction. Not only that, I'm gonna cheat and sneak through the walking spot here. Hey, that's a somewhat familiar gas station. Why does that look so familiar? Maybe it's because I stop at it every other freaking day in the car. Alrighty. Wow, it's crazy to see that thing that empty. You guys are wondering why? Why would you be taking that adventure bike onto the freeway? Because I'm going to take you somewhere else, that's why. It doesn't require the freeway, it just makes it a whole lot faster. Come on, semi, you're knocking all the, look at that, a trike. You're knocking out all my roll here. Nice and smooth down the freeway, she's all kinds of comfortable. Miles and miles of miles and miles you can travel on these things. I'm going to take you guys over the bridge that we were just under here a little bit ago. I was just under on that side. Crickety old thing. I don't know. If I ever got stopped on that bridge, I'd probably jump out of my car or on a motorcycle. I'd just take off. I'd run down the shoulder. That thing is so rickety looking. I would literally go into a panic attack. Sitting underneath that bridge, listening to it creaking and snapping and popping. I'm like, man, when's the last time they inspected that thing? Should we do a rev bomb with a BMW? That wouldn't even be right. Oh, let's see if we can catch a buffalo out here. Yep, there's some bison right there. See, I didn't have to go 3,000 miles to Yellowstone to see that. There they are, a whole herd of them. Yeah, buddy, these things are nice. It's amazing how you can ride these things practically like a sport bike. They're just so, they don't do anything weird. There's no push, there's no turn in, they're just everything. It's like those Germans just psychoanalyze this thing to the 9th degree. And man, they hit it spot on. It doesn't do anything weird. So I showed you Meekler Road Bridge from the east side. Let's take a peek at the west side, shall we? Oh, that one's always so beautiful. Oh, look at that good old farm country. Got those old barns out there, there's moo cows. Going, we like this sunshine, we're just gonna hang out here and relax. Man, I bet that thing was deep. Let's go see what the west side of the Meekler Road Bridge be looking like. Sure is weird coming out here and all that foliage is missing out of the trees, isn't it? You know what? I haven't officially figured out a sunglasses position on this thing yet. You always find that little spot on them. That is one phenomenal motorcycle. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Man, all them months they're talking about this happening, it still seems unreal that I'm out here riding on one. They're in the store, we're selling them, working on them. Everything's just kind of going as planned. Last step is to finish up our fancy dancy showroom up there, and that's coming along rapidly. Man, that's a good look at the old pillar out there now. Right through there. In fact, you can see the, I don't know if you can see that in the angle I have the camera set at, but you can see the log cabin straight through. That's where I turned around up on the hill. I can tell where the boat ramp's at, but it's so cluttered with trees you wouldn't see it anyway. Coolest thing ever. Train come by. I was doing a little spiel on the daily vlog there. Oh, that's wonderful. Like I was saying over there, my day is now complete. I got some sunshine, I got some riding on an epic motorcycle. I got to see a train go by. Wonder how wonderful it was to drive down this road back in the day. It's probably all beautiful. Now she's just a little old abandoned road that people go out to the end to go fishing on. That's it. Farmer probably comes out here to uses it to tend to fences and things of that nature. Boy, is it some kind of epically beautiful out here when those trees are all full of leaves. I bet this road wasn't quite so wavy back in the day. Moo cows, they're all relaxed. Them cows are going, it's going to be super nice tomorrow, so we're just going to hang out. No rush to get our fill of food. We got all day tomorrow to deal with that. The nice thing about the DR and bikes like this with nice suspension, you don't have to be so cautious about big old holes in the road. Although it looks like they've done a lot of patching up out here, but you come through here on a short suspended bike like an iron or a street glide, some of them holes will bottom you out abruptly, I might add. I was thinking we might take old Telegraph Road for a spin here. We haven't taken that one in quite some time. Oh, it's right here actually. Sorry for the wind noise, I like to shield down. Trees down everywhere. Pretty crazy, huh? A lot of gravel and all kinds of crap in the road back here. Man, there's a bunch of junk on the road, isn't there? Them cows are just out and about everywhere. I love that when you see the sun like shooting through a little opening in between the hills, and there's a little field out there. Beautiful out here, I tell you, beautiful. Nice thing about this thing, it's kind of like my street glide. You just roll off and go neutral. Oh, that is slippery. Roll off and go neutral on the throttle. Just the bike's just quiet. Nothing like a nice quiet bike. I like to hear exhaust note, but when I want to hear it, not all the time. But Shawn, loud pipes save lives. Oh my God. Don't even get me going on that one. Look at this sunshine. Look at this sunshine. Oh, that's beautiful. Old red barn out there. It's kind of unique with all the windows on it, isn't it? This thing just flat wants to go all the time. And it's so nice because it's so torquey. You can just roll on. It don't matter what gear you're in, just roll on. She just barks out. You guys remember back in the summertime, there was nothing but a little trickle going through there. And I said, just think, before too long, you won't see any of them rocks. It'll just be a wall of water going down there. There she is. Some more trees that fell. Guess that's nature's way. Look, there's more there. Nature's way of weeding out the weak. Well, I can't very well go on a motovlog and not take you guys out here to see the wonderful county park here in Toledo, Washington. Got to see what's going on down here. Man, the water was so high, they may have had this thing turned off. You guys remember last year when I had to turn around? Because it was just a wall of water down here. Look how high those piers are. You know how you walk down to them? They're right up here with the road now. Jeez, look at this one at the boat ramp. It's literally pointing up. Isn't that something? That's so weird to see it that way, isn't it? I didn't mean to scare you guys all off. That was not my intentions there, little ducklets. You guys are awfully cute out there, though. Look at these two asleep on the little dock there. Say, we ain't going nowhere. They're all right. No. Oh, he's gone. She's about to follow. Oh, little mates. She's hanging out with her man. Stretch my little wingies here a little bit. There's a little coot sitting there. Coots make the coolest sound. Da-goom, da-goom, da-goom. Yeah, we got a boy out here fishing. He says it's a nice day. I'm coming out and I'm gonna do it. Good for you, man. But yeah, yesterday, day before yesterday, I looked out here and all this was all underwater, which is common. Well, guys, oh yeah, you see where it was over the road. It always leaves mud behind as it's coming in and then escaping. Yeah, you can see the water line right there. The little particles of bark dust and stuff collect. There was your water line. Drove here yesterday morning going to work and that thing was full of water. Well, guys and gals, I think it's come to that time. I need to conclude this here MotoVlog. I'm gonna rip home. My oldest son Kyle's gonna. I'm sure he's there by now. He's gonna come up and spend the night, hang out with the fam and Lucas. He hasn't spent some time with Lucas in a while. He loves him to death. So on that, I'm gonna roll out on you guys. Thank you very much for coming along for a ride on this here awesome beast of burden. And I'm gonna conclude this thing, and we'll talk to you on the next outing. So thank you guys very, very, very much. Take care now. Bye bye.